Now, what are the conditions to be complied after completion of buyback? So, shares are bought back shall be extinguished or physically destroyed within 7 days of completion of buyback. Means when we bought the shares, then we have to extinguish and destroy the shares within 7 days of completion of buyback. Company cannot come out with an equity issue including right issue of the same kind of security for next 6 months, provided company can issue bonus issue. If it is the same kind of issue, it could be a bonus issue, it could be a sweat equity, it could be a ESOP issue, it could be a conversion of debenture preference share into equity, means there is a conversion of any kind, and also the conversion of warrant into equity. Register of buyback, that is shareholder SH10, and register of buyback SH11 within 30 days with ROC and SEBI has to be submitted. Okay, register of buyback in form number SH10 and register of buyback SH11. These two forms are filed to be ROC and SEBI within 30 days. Okay, so we got that what are the conditions to be complied, that it shall be destroyed, extinguished after 7 days, and company cannot come out with an equity issue of the same kind, and issue of bonus share, equity shares, ESOP, conversion of debenture, conversion of warrant into equity, these are allowed. Now section 69, that is balance sheet. There is a equity share capital, free reserve, capital redemption reserve, cash and bank. Now what are the prohibitions of buyback? What are the prohibition of buyback? Buyback through any of the subsidiary or deemed subsidiary is not allowed. Means if we are buying shares from any subsidiary and which is a deemed subsidiary, some is subsidiary and some is a deemed subsidiary, then it is not allowed. Buyback through any investment company is prohibited. Means if there is any investment company, then buyback is prohibited also. No default is made by the company in, means there has to be no default first, that is repayment of deposit of interest thereon, means whatever be the deposit and interest of it, whatever be the debentures, means the redemption of debentures, that is payment of dividend, payment of any term loan interest thereon. However, once default is made good, buyback can be announced only after 3 years from the date of default is made good. So here we learn, here we have a point that there should not be default. There has not to be any default in the repayment of deposit and also interest, and also the redemption of debenture, payment of dividend, repayment of any term loan, interest also. However, one default is made good, buyback can be announced only after 3 years from the date of default is made good. Means if there is a default and company has sorted out this default by paying whatever be the additional charges, then only after 3 years company is allowed to announce buyback. So it is very important for company to make a good credit rating basically. So next is company has not failed file financial statement as per section 129, annual return also as per section 92. We know that annual return is section 92. And punishment of non-payment of dividend, means there has to be no punishment for non-payment of dividend. We know that there is a payment of dividend, we have already read in earlier clause. So punishment of non-payment of dividend under section 127 and declaration of dividend under section 123. Now what are the procedures of buyback in case of listed securities? Means what are the procedures of buyback in case of listed securities? As per the SEBI buyback of securities regulation 2018, all listed companies must comply with the following regulations in addition to the provision of Companies Act 2013. Means as per the SEBI regulation, all listed company must comply with the certain regulations. What are the regulations we are going through? Means all listed company has to comply as per SEBI regulation in case of buyback of securities, and this regulation has been issued in the year of 2018. Now first is that special resolution additional disclosure requirement, means if there is any special resolution and additional disclosure requirement that has to be fulfilled. Then what are the methods of buyback? We read it earlier, that what are the methods. We'll go back to this point again. That is a method of buyback from the existing shareholders on proportionate basis, from open market, from odd lots, from ESOP. Okay, and only a one method at a time. So existing shareholders on proportionate basis, open market, odd lots, and ESOP. So here we are again, methods of buyback. Now third is that filing of offer document, public announcement, means filing of offer document and public announcement. And D is the offer procedure and escrow account. There is an offer procedure and there is a escrow account has to be maintained. Now general obligation, that is of the company and of the merchant banker, means company has to follow the general obligation and also the merchant banker has to follow the general obligations. Now we are going each procedure in detail, each regulation in detail. That what is a special resolution? Special resolution basically in case of buyback, that there is an explanatory statement shall be annexed, means an explanatory statement shall be annexed to the notice of general meeting for the purpose of passing special resolution. Means if we are passing any special resolution related to buyback and we have not annexed any explanatory statement to the notice of the general meeting, then it is not allowed. Okay, that has to be complied. Now second is copy of special resolution shall be filed with SEBI and stock exchange within 7 days from the passing of such regulation. Means copy of special resolution has to be filed with SEBI and also the respective stock exchanges within 7 days of the passing of resolution. Now in case of a buyback is authorized by the BOD itself, the copy of board resolution shall be filed with SEBI and stock exchange within 2 working days from the date of passing board resolution. Means in case of a buyback is authorized by the BOD itself. Then the copy of BOD board resolution is to be filed with the SEBI within 2 working days. If in case of a special resolution, it has to be filed within 7 days, and in case of a BOD, it has to be filed within 2 days or 2 working days basically. If it is a Sunday in between, then 2 working days they are talking about. And what are the additional requirement under schedule 1? So what are the additional requirement in respect to this special resolution? That an explanatory statement annexed to the notice should contain full and complete disclosure of all material fact. Like if we have annexed an explanatory statement and there is no fact and no material fact has been inbuilt in such statement, then there is no point of sending such. So the date of board meeting also, that where buyback is approved, what is the date of board meeting, what is the necessity of buyback, that company has all fulfill criteria. Also maximum amount required under buyback, means maximum amount and its percentage of total paid up share capital and free reserve, that what are the ratio is available, and maximum number of securities to be buyback, that how much companies wants to buy back, methods what are companies adopting, odd lots, open market, the proceeds of the issue, ESOP, what are the methods are adopting company basically in such regard. Then maximum price at which buyback is proposed, means what are the maximum price at which buyback can be done, and aggregate shareholding of promoters and directors of the promoters where the promoter is a company. Okay, including details of any security sold by them within 6 months preceding the date of board meeting, and also the confirmation that there is no default. There is a confirmation also that there is no default in repayment of deposit, means there is no default in repayment of deposit, and also the redemption of debentures, preference shares, redemption of term loans, there is no default, and there is a confirmation of this. Written confirmation basically they are talking about confirmation that BOD have filed a declaration of insolvency, that company is insolvent even after such buyback. Now auditor's report on company's state of affairs addressed to the board, means that also has to be, auditor report has to be attached in explanatory statement, means additional disclosure has to be maintained. Now methods of buyback, what are the methods of buyback? So from proceeding the existing shareholders from other specified securities, shareholders ESOPs from the existing shareholders from other specified securities, ESOP can be done on the proportionate basis, open market, that is a book building process, and stock exchange, and from odd lot holders. Means these are three things which can be done here. So in case of buyback is made by above maximum buyback can be 15% of the paid up share capital plus free reserve. Which second method they are talking about? If in case of a open market. Okay, so open market case में there is a 15% of paid up share capital plus free reserve, and no offer of buyback shall be made within 1 year after the date of expiry of previous buyback. Means there has to be a 1 year gap in between earlier buyback and upcoming buyback. Also, the buyback is not permitted through negotiated deals. Private arrangement, spot transaction is not permitted. Means through negotiated deals, private arrangement and spot transactions are not permitted in the buyback. In case of first case, means when we are adopting a method from the existing shareholders and from other specified securities, other specified shareholders, we are taking amount. So in that case 15% of the securities to be bought back or number of securities entitled as per shareholding, whichever is higher, shall be reserved for small shareholders. Means there has to be reserve of 15% of securities proposed to be bought back. Means whatever be the bought back number, like we are buy back 10,000 of shares, then there is a 15% criteria, that is 1500 has to be reserved for the small shareholders that they can give their securities. Now buyback shareholders 100 ka there is a small shareholder 500 into 5%. Just a minute. Okay, basically they are talking about the 2 is to higher. That in case of first case, the securities to be buyback, and there is probably a calculation mistake. Now what are the rest I will cover in other lecture.